All right, again, everyone, welcome to the Fit Body Transformation Orientation. This will be recorded. I will be posting it on the Facebook group. So if you ever want to go back to it and re-review everything, you can. And then, of course, I'll be sending it to whoever couldn't join us as well. So my name, again, is Coach Heather. I will be your coach for this challenge. We have Coach Vince on. Coach Vince, can you say something so your face can come on the screen?
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everybody. It's wonderful to see you guys. Happy Thursday.
Coach Vince and facility leader will be the moderator for this meeting. So if you have any questions, you could type it in the chat box, or again, when we open up for Q&A, you can simply come off of mute and ask your question. And then Coach Anka, you will also be seeing as well. She'll be posting in our Facebook group as well.
Hi, everyone. So excited to meet you all and see some of our members, and welcome our new family.
Yeah.
So
excited. Coach Anka is an absolute rock star, and anyone that knows her will already know that. And then those of you that don't know her, you will quickly get to know her and absolutely adore her.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everyone. I think we're good. Vince, are you able to see if other participants want to join? Do you remember from the last meeting? So I can minimize it.
You know, I don't think I have that option.
Because I started it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna figure it out. We are gonna get started here. I'm gonna
check it one more time before you start. Yeah.
Yep. Let me just share my screen here.
Contacts.
And share.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm hoping everyone can see the presentation currently. Thumbs up, presentation. We're gonna play from the start.
Yep.
Everyone can see it. Okay, awesome. So the way this is going to work is you are going to dive into the next slide here. We're gonna have 6 sections of this orientation. They're all relatively short and pretty much an overview of what to expect for the challenge. So after every section in this presentation, I'll open it up for Q&A. So again, if questions come up during the presentation, you can type it in the chat box, or if you simply wait for Q&A, you can answer, take yourself off of mute and ask that question. There is no silly question. Please ask away. I want to make sure that you are 100% confident with how everything will work and you're ready to rock the challenge come Monday. So next one. This pretty much just lists the different sections and everything we're going to go through. So we're going to talk about fat loss and weight loss in section 1 versus weight loss. Section 2 will be the nutrition philosophy. Number 3, determining how much to eat. Number 4, options for tracking your food. Number 5, coach support accountability coming from me. And then section 6 will be the 3-phase approach to long-term fat loss. And then the next steps, we'll just go over some housekeeping items, pretty much quickly walk you through the email that you received from me. I know it's a lot. It's more for clients that aren't current members. So definitely want to make sure that you have everything that you need. I think before I get started with that, we do have one other participant I need to let in, admit all. All right. If you are a current boot camper, you know how we like to start each session. And for our newcomers, the way we like to start each session is to hype it up, to get you pumped, to get you excited. So before we get into this, if you're ready for today's awesome orientation presentation, give me 2 hand claps, please. There you go. All right, I heard some of them. Thank you guys. You're awesome. All right, I'm going to mute everyone. Again, there's going to be narration in everyone, so you won't be hearing my voice. You'll be hearing the video. If for whatever reason you can't hear it, please enter it in the chat box, just so we can make sure that we're all on the same page. Here we go. Is that someone else? Okay, awesome, Claudine. So good to see you. Welcome.
Section 1, Fat Loss 101. By a show of hands, how many of you have ever lost and gained the same 10 or 20 pounds more than once? You're not alone. But here's the good news. You haven't failed at weight loss before. You've simply been playing the wrong game. With this challenge, we're going to start playing the infinite game because the objective is to keep playing. This is going to be a big change for many of you because if you're like most people, you've programmed yourself to achieve a very specific goal within a defined start and end date. Maybe it's 10 pounds before your son's wedding or 50 pounds before your class reunion. Does this sound familiar? Beginning with this challenge, we're going to throw out short-term goals and instead focus on becoming the person who loses the weight and keeps it off. We're going to say goodbye to rules that set you up to fail and instead focus on adopting a nutrition plan that is flexible and fits your lifestyle. You're going to feel satisfied, not starving. Now, that might be new for many of you since most weight loss programs severely restrict calories to help you lose weight in the short term. Your coach is going to hold you accountable every week and help support you with whatever you need. And maybe the most important part of all, we're going to help you create a sustainable post-challenge nutrition plan that helps you maintain your results so that this really can be the last time you lose the weight. Our goal with this challenge is not to drastically slash your calories, starve you, or have you eat food that you hate so that you can lose a lot of weight in a short period of time. Instead, we're going to help you lose fat, not water or lean muscle. Before we get into how we're going to do this, I want to address a common question we hear, which is, but doesn't muscle weigh more than fat? The answer is no. A pound of muscle weighs the exact same amount as a pound of fat, but muscle takes up less space in your body because it's much denser. What this means is that you can completely transform your body without losing a lot of weight if you lose fat. Dina lost 6 pounds on a Fit Body challenge, but as you can see, she looks like she lost a lot more. That's because she lost 6 pounds of fat. Now, let's transition into how we're going to help you accomplish incredible results like Dina. Too often, we make losing weight and keeping it off way harder than it needs to be with unsustainable rules that set us up for failure from the start. The truth is, long-lasting weight loss is quite simple. First, the plan needs to be sustainable. If you're hungry all the time or the plan doesn't fit your lifestyle, it won't be sustainable, which is why so many people regain the weight after they lose it. The next weight loss principle in our triangle is to reduce the amount of food you eat. For any weight loss diet to work, you must be in a calorie deficit. That's just science. And finally, we're going to make sure you're eating enough protein because protein is what helps you feel full, helps your body preserve lean muscle, which drives your metabolism and helps you maintain the weight loss after you increase your calories again. It's really that simple. As I said, long-lasting weight loss is quite simple. Section 1. Section 1.
All right, team. Any questions pertaining to section 1? You can unmute if so. I'll give you a few seconds, and then we'll move on to the next section if not. All right. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Section 2.
Section 2, nutrition philosophy. At FitBody, we think about food the same way we think about money. Money is not good or bad, but there are good and bad investments. Likewise, there are no good or bad foods, but some foods are a better investment than others. Foods that give you energy, fill you up, fuel your workouts, and keep your digestive system in check are good investments for your weight loss efforts and long-term health. Poor investment foods provide little or no nutritional value, are very calorie dense, don't fill you up, and often leave you hungry within an hour of eating them. With our program, we recommend eating more good investment foods to help support your fat loss efforts. Not because you burn more fat eating these foods, but because eating more good investment foods makes it much easier to maintain a calorie deficit and lose weight because you'll feel great and won't be hungry. In the food list, you'll see protein, carbohydrates, fats, and vegetables broken out into 3 categories: eat more, eat some, eat less. We categorize foods this way to help you easily determine what foods you should eat more of and less of. Note, no foods are off limits. Instead, you determine what to eat based on what fits your lifestyle and moves you towards your goals. You can eat whatever you want, but not as much as you want.
All right, that was section 2. Hopefully it makes sense with the good investment choices for foods versus the bad choices and bad investment in foods, and kind of giving you the idea. We want to make sure that by 1 p.m. you didn't already use up all of your calories, which are of course going to keep you starving throughout the day, but you're really not going to know how you're eating if you haven't tracked food before until you start tracking it, which again, we'll begin on Monday, but it doesn't hurt to just familiarize yourself with the Fitbit app for food tracking. And again, the Getting Started guide in the membership site gives you instructions on that as well. Coach Vince, any questions come up?
No, nope, no questions yet.
Awesome. Anyone want to unmute? Any questions?
I have a quick question. So you don't actually give us a diet plan. We get however many calories you've put in there, and then we do it through the MyFitnessPal. Just track it.
So yeah, we recommend, it does sync with MyFitnessPal, but we recommend syncing it with Fitbit, which we'll talk about it a little later in this presentation.
Okay.
It's just the app though, so you don't need the device. It just syncs better for food tracking with the Fit Body Coaching or Trainerize app. So that's why we recommend it. But to answer your question, on the Challenge membership site, there are meal plans. So based on what I assign to you for nutrition for your daily caloric intake, when you log into the Challenge membership site, there are meal plans broken down by calorie range that you can very well follow.
Okay.
But we're leaving it open because we're giving you the flexibility again, because you might not like everything in there. You might need to tweak things. Given the number of times people are actually grocery shopping right now has decreased. So pretty much giving you the flexibility to use what you have or what may be available, if that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. That was a great question. Anyone else? Okay, moving right along, section 3.
Section 3, determining how much to eat. Now that you know the difference between good and poor investment foods and what to eat more of, some of, and less of, the next step is to determine how much to eat. If you completed your initial evaluation, your coach gave you a daily total calorie allowance based on your gender, age, current weight, estimated body fat percentage, and your weight loss goals. How you spend your daily calorie budget is up to you, but you'll find it easier to stay in a calorie deficit, which leads to fat loss, if you are satisfied and not hungry all the time. Here, you can see 2 very different ways to spend 1,600 calories. As you can see, you get a much bigger bang for your buck when you load up on more good investment foods. That doesn't mean you can't eat French fries or hamburgers. It simply means you need to budget for the calories to ensure you don't overdraft your account. We've worked with thousands of clients over the years to help them lose fat and keep it off, and we find that most people do well eating multiple times throughout the day. For your meals, we recommend eating a serving of protein, carbs, fats, and vegetables as shown here. For your snacks, we recommend pairing 2 of these food groups together. Of course, you're welcome to eat whatever you want, when you want, based on your schedule and lifestyle. To determine portion sizes, you should weigh and measure your food whenever possible. This is the most accurate way to ensure you're sticking to the calorie budget your coach gave you. If you're not able to weigh or measure your food, your hands make a great portable measuring device. For example, 3 ounces of protein is approximately the size of your palm. An ounce of fat is about the size of your thumb. For example, 1 ounce of cheese or avocado. Your cupped hand is a good way to estimate carbohydrates, and of course, don't forget your veggies. Be sure to review the food list and meal planning guide on the membership site for more information on using your hand to estimate portion sizes. But remember, it's always best to weigh and measure your food for best results.
All right, family, that was section 3. Questions? Any questions? Okay. Here we go, section 4.
Section 4, options for tracking your food. Just as there are no good foods or bad foods, there's no right or wrong way to approach how you stay within your daily calorie budget. The key to lasting weight loss is to maintain a calorie deficit that's sustainable for you and to track your food. Here are a few options for tracking your food that we've found work for people. With the spend as you go option, you'll track your food as you eat it throughout the day. This is a good first step to see if what you're currently eating puts you over or under your daily food budget. But it can be difficult to stay within plus or minus 100 calories of your daily budget because you might find that at the end of the day, you have a lot or very few calories left in your bank account. With the create your own budget option, you'll pre-track the entire day's worth of foods you plan to eat in the Fitbit app before you eat them to ensure they fit within your daily calorie budget. We recommend pre-tracking your meals the night before or morning of to avoid the temptation that often comes from winging it. And finally, the done for you budget takes the guesswork out of tracking because we've figured out the calories and portion sizes of everything you'll eat. We call this the Dave Ramsey budget because you'll have a plan for exactly how you're going to spend your money. Whichever method you choose, it's important to know thyself. Choose the method that fits your personality and lifestyle. For example, if you like planning and structure, the Dave Ramsey approach might work best for you. But if you enjoy experimenting and creating your own rules, the spend as you go approach might be better for you. You can always change your approach as you progress throughout your weight loss journey. The key is to do what's sustainable for you. Regardless of which tracking method you choose, you'll track everything you eat in the Fitbit app. You do not need to have a Fitbit wearable device to use the Fitbit app to track your food. If you haven't watched the video on the membership site that shows you how to track your food in the app, be sure to watch it and post any questions you have in the challenge Facebook page and reach out to your coach. If you're new to tracking your food and using the app sounds too intimidating, start slowly. We recommend printing the meal planning and tracking document that's on the membership site that you see here and plan a day's worth of meals. Once you know what you're going to eat for the day, enter each item into the Fitbit app until you get the hang of using just the app. Tracking your food is a skill that will take a little bit of time to learn, but it's so essential to long-term weight loss. So spend the necessary time to learn this essential skill. We promise before long, you'll be a food tracking pro.
And that was section 4. Questions? Okay.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Anita.
Okay. Okay, so I'm like totally challenged in the this department with all these apps and stuff. But anyway, so we're using, because there is an app called Trainerize, but I don't need, is that what I need? Or no, we're using Fitbit.
So for this challenge, you need 2 apps.
Okay.
Trainerize, also known as Fit Body Coaching app, so the Fit Body Bootcamp app, Trainerize is the parent company. So whether you downloaded it as Trainerize or Fit Body Bootcamp, it's the same platform. It's just we recently, I think last week, we got the approval and had it rebranded to Fit Body. But anyways, not to confuse you, if you do have logins through Trainerize, it will work exactly the same on the Fit Body coaching app. It's exactly the same. That's one app. The second app is the Fitbit app that you will use solely for tracking food. So your intake, your daily intake. That you will have to sync it to the Fit Body coaching app. So they will both work together. And as you log in the Fitbit app, I'll be able to see it in the Fit Body coaching app, whatever you put in. if that
Okay.
makes sense.
So the MyFitnessPal, I guess that's where my confusion is, because that's an app too.
Yes, it's
So,
so Fitbit and MyFitnessPal are essentially the same. They're both food tracking apps. You only
okay,
need one. Now the coaching app does sync with MyFitnessPal as well, but the Fitbit app syncs a little more seamlessly.
better.
That's why we recommend it. But
Okay.
if you're comfortable with one over the other, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Does that help clarify?
I don't know if you can see my phone, because I have a Fit Body Bootcamp app icon. I downloaded that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, so that's where I
Okay.
your nutrition.
And then the Trainerize, is that what it looks like?
So it should be one. Did you download two of them?
Yeah, but I only need one.
It should be the same. When you open them, they should look exactly the same.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Because I'm a little bit late getting everything together.
And I
Okay.
can just contact you after, Anita. I'll call you if needed as well, and I'll quickly walk you through it. It's
Okay. All right. I think I'm getting it now.
the Trainerize one. So you just keep the Fit Body one.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
I'm gonna call you after.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right. Let's move on to section 5.
Section 5, coach equals support and accountability. One of the many things that makes FitBody unlike any gym or fitness program you've tried before is the accountability and support your coach provides. In addition to creating your custom fitness and nutrition plan, your coach will guide, motivate, inspire, and hold you accountable throughout the challenge. In week 1, your coach will check in with you to see how you're doing with your exercise and nutrition plan. Be honest with your coach. They're here to help you. In weeks 2 through 6, your coach will send you a progress report every Thursday. Your progress report is due to your coach by noon on Friday. If your coach receives your progress report by the noon deadline on Friday, you can expect to hear back from your coach by midnight on Saturday. If you submit your progress report to your coach after noon on Friday, you can expect to hear from your coach within 48 hours of them receiving your progress report. In weeks 2 through 6, you'll also submit your weight and lost inches. The Getting Started Guide includes this graphic, which shows you what measurements to include on your weekly progress report. After you submit your weekly progress report, be sure to add your weight and total inches to the Trainerize app so your coach can see your weekly progress. For the remainder of orientation, we're going to refer to the Trainerize app as the FitBody Coaching app. And lastly, if you haven't taken your before photo yet, be sure to do that before the challenge begins on May 18th and upload your photo into the FitBody Coaching app. You'll resubmit your before photo along with your after photo in the week 6 progress report, so hold on to it. Don't worry, we'll remind you. You can find best practices for taking your before photo and after photos on the challenge membership site.
Pretty straightforward. Section 5, any questions? All right. Section 6. So this is the last section, and then I'll go over just a few housekeeping items, and then of course, any questions remaining, please feel free to ask.
Section 6, 3-phase approach to long-term fat loss. All right, I'm gonna ask you to be a little vulnerable for just a minute. Have you ever made up your mind on Sunday night that come Monday morning, you are gonna start your diet and lose the weight once and for all this time? Maybe you even threw out all the junk food in the house, got up early Monday morning to like go for a jog or something, despite not even being a runner. And maybe you ate a salad for lunch and dinner. Does any of this sound familiar at all? It should, because most of us have done this more than once, including me. But as you probably already know, motivation quickly fades, and by about, day 3, we usually give up and throw in the towel. And then next come the feelings of failure and guilt, sadness, shame, and negative self-talk about another failed attempt to lose weight. But here's the truth. To create long-term change, you must change the process, not the person. You have not failed. The process has failed you. That's why we've broken the process of long-term weight loss into small incremental steps or phases. Our stepladder approach strategically and methodically helps you build the skills, habits, and routines needed to make this the last time you start over. Each phase focuses on one step of the ladder that you'll master before progressing to the next phase. After all, if you haven't mastered phase 1, there's really no point in moving to phase 2. In phase 1, you're going to focus on staying within your calorie budget plus or minus 100 calories and tracking your food in the Fitbit app. That's it. This will lead to more awareness of what you're eating and help lead you to make more good investment food choices. Then in phase 2, you'll still focus on staying within plus or minus 100 calories of your budget, but we're also going to focus on the amount of protein you eat, because protein is what helps our bodies preserve lean muscle, which drives your metabolism and helps you maintain your weight loss even after you increase your calories again. Remember, this is a fat loss program, not just a simple weight loss program, so what you eat matters for long-term weight loss. Then, in phase 3 of the challenge, we will teach you how to further structure your calories to fit your lifestyle using an advanced calorie budgeting technique called calorie cycling. Some people call this the fun phase because they're able to lose weight while enjoying even more of the fun foods that most programs just tell you to straight up avoid. Now, we'll be sharing much more information about phases 2 and 3 in the next few weeks, so don't worry about those. But for now, just focus on tracking everything you eat in the Fitbit app, staying within your daily calorie budget, plus or minus 100 calories, entering your daily weight in the Fit Body Coaching app, if you opt to weigh yourself daily, completing the weekly progress report beginning in week 2 by noon of the deadline on Friday, entering the weight and inches you submit in your weekly progress report beginning in week 2 into the Fit Body Coaching app after you submit your progress report, taking your before pictures after reading the best practices for taking pictures guide on the membership site. Be sure to hold on to them for now because you'll need to submit them again in your week 6 progress report. I hope you're feeling confident, motivated, and prepared to tackle this challenge. Remember, if you have any questions, be sure to ask now or reach out to your coach. You've got this.
All right, any questions there? Section 6. Anything we went over? Okay. Actually, let me pause. Give you a few seconds if anyone's thinking. All right, I'm sure you're gonna have some questions on this next slide. It's in conjunction with the email that we sent out to you, to each of you to get set up. So what I wanna do is simply walk through everything that was sent to you. And then again, as questions arise, please let me know. But this is the final slide. So the first one here, the payment collection link, this was sent to all non-members. So all non-members, if you haven't already put your payment on profile using the link in that email, please do so. Coach Vince, I believe you have that link. That one is uniform for everyone. Can you please put that in the chat box?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So again, you can also either copy and paste or just click on it from this chat box as well. The next one is for all. So making sure that each of you have the Fit Body Coaching app, also known as Trainerize. So if you are downloading it from the App Store, you are going to search Fit Body Coaching app. And it is blue with white letters. Let me see. Fit Body Coaching. Yes. So it's blue with white letters. So that's everyone. And in addition to downloading it, again, in the email, there are setup steps. So we'll need to know the height, weight, gender, activity level. We'll need to know all of those metrics so that when you do fill out the initial evaluation form, I have that information in there and I can assign your daily caloric goal, which, if I'm not mistaken, everyone that did fill out the initial evaluation form, I have already sent back their nutrition, their assigned nutrition. The main thing here, guys, there is an in-app messaging feature with the Fit Body Coaching app. Nothing is automated, whether I text you or email you, anything that's signed off with Coach Heather, whether I put it in the group. So please, the only way this could work is if it's a two-way street, two-way communication. I send you communication, you send me communication back, just so I know that you got it and you're good to go. And of course, if you have any questions, please reply with any question that you need. I'd be more than happy to get on a call with you, to get on a Zoom call with you, like I have been doing with clients, to make sure that you're 100% confident. That is what I'm here for. Okay, so initial evaluation, that's everybody. The link is in there. The Part Q, also known as health questionnaire, only non-members need to fill this form out. I did hear from a few non-clients that current non-members that tried to fill it out that it possibly expired. Again, this is unique to you, so please reach out and I will resend that link to you if you have yet to complete it. Same thing with the initial evaluation. If you can't find the email, please reach out. That link is unique to you and we will send that to you. All right, Facebook groups, local and global. Coach Vince is simply going to put those login or click here to get access to those groups in the chat box. So please refer to the chat box if you haven't already joined. In the emails we sent you, we did give you access to join the local group, but if you want to join the thousands of other Fit Body clients around the world, feel free to join the global group as well. So that's that. And then this is one of the last two things I'm going to talk about are among the two main things. You noticed that during the presentation, she referred to the Challenger membership site. So the Challenger membership site, all of you should have access to it. This is not an app, it's a link. So there is a registration link for you to create your account. So you'll create it using an email address and password. And then there will be a link for you to simply log in for future after you've created your account. In there, it has the how-to videos, the meal plans, the getting started guide, everything you need to know about the challenge. So please, everyone, if you haven't already done so, log into that. Coach Vince, did you already post that in the chat box, the Challenger membership logins?
I will. I'm just posting the login for the challenge site, and then I'll post the login for the workouts.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there next. And then finally, for the workouts, we will be posting workouts daily in the Facebook group. But again, I highly recommend all challengers to download the Fit Body On Demand. So again, it's not an app. It is a link, just like the membership site. You can use the same email and password to set it up, but you will have to create it as well. Once you log in, there will be a variation of workouts that it's a drip feed system. So every day a new workout will be assigned or available in that link. So definitely bookmark it, save that portal. It has tons of value with the workouts. There are kid workouts in there as well. I believe some yoga, some dumbbell, some variation of workouts. So again, whatever workouts would be downloaded into the Fit Body On Demand will also be put into the Facebook group. So whatever, again, you complete the workouts as you wish. And then the daily workouts that we do post will still be available upon reopening. I know we had a couple of questions. Well, what happens if you open? We will still provide you with the daily workout to complete. Another question, when we reopen, we do have strict guidelines for reopening when safe to do so to keep you, our clients, safe to coming into the facility. It's an awesome 25-page protocol, again, to ensure everyone's safety. So we will release those and contact clients once we have that okay.
Heather, just a quick update. The protocol is actually on our website now. If you go to fitbodyrochesterhills.com, in the top left corner, you can view the reopening strategies and protocols.
Beautiful. Awesome. So yeah, if you are, wondering if you're ready to come back to the facility once we reopen, then great, we'll have those protocols. If you're still feeling uncomfortable, that's why we are continuing with our virtual coaching as well. So either way, there's no reason for anyone to stop or pause their fitness journey. It should be a part of your life, daily lifestyle, and not something temporary where you pause and get back into it and pause. It should just be like everything else that we do. So I hope this answers questions. Again, I've been getting on calls with clients to make sure all of this is set up. So please, please, please reach out to me. It's a 10-15 minute call, and then that way we'll both know that you're absolutely comfortable with everything that we've provided. So questions about anything? That was it. That was everything. Any questions?
I have one question.
Yes.
Do we need any equipment for home?
I'm trying.
Like if we have some basic equipment, is there anything else we would need?
Is that Trisha?
Yeah, it's Trisha.
Hey, Trisha.
Hi.
No, you actually don't need any equipment for the workouts. Again, we always, especially this would be more for seasoned boot campers. If you are looking for progressions or if you want to add weight, you can literally use whatever you have at home. And whether we're demonstrating it with weights or not. For example, squatting. If you're like, all right, I'm a squat pro, I want more. You can go ahead and add a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a plate. I mean, whatever added weight. You don't have weights, use a water jug or something. A backpack. I mean, literally, you can be creative. And again, only if you want to add the weight. It is not needed. You still get the great benefits of working out. Same thing if you have resistance bands. You can incorporate them with certain exercise you feel like you want to increase the resistance with as well. I hope that makes sense.
Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you don't need much space. So whether you have kids, animals, pets running around, I mean, you can do it in almost any amount of space that you have.
I have a question.
Yes, Michelle?
So I went on and did one of the Fit Body on-demand exercises today already.
Okay.
So how does it go to the app? Does it sync, or do I put it in that I did the workout, or how is that?
Great.
I just have to do the one that's posted daily from you guys?
No, great question. As you get a library of workouts, we don't care which one you complete, as long as it's a Fit Body workout. So if you put in your initial evaluation that, hey, I'm going to do a Fit Body workout on Monday, I'm just using an example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have assigned that to your calendar starting on this coming Monday, May 18th.
Okay.
Once you complete the workout, whether again you follow along in the Facebook group or the Fit Body on Demand, you'll simply go to the app, click complete, and done. The great thing about the app is that, let's say Monday something happened and you just couldn't make it. You can move your workout on your phone, on your app, from Monday to Tuesday, and then you can still have the opportunity to complete it on Tuesday, if that makes sense.
So I'm really not putting in what workout I did. I just check it and say, yes, I did it.
Absolutely, because it doesn't necessarily matter which one, just as long as you completed it.
Okay.
And then of course, let's say you committed to 3, but you did 4 that week, you can manually add that you completed a Fit Body workout on a day that wasn't assigned to you.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. That was a great question. Glad you asked. Any other questions? Anyone else? Vince, were you going to say something?
No, I'm just super pumped and excited to work with everyone. It's good to see some familiar faces and some new faces, and this challenge is going to be amazing. I just want to tap in real quick on what you said earlier about the communication with you. Heather is going to be your main coach, but definitely feel free to reach out to any of the coaches, Coach Anka, Coach Brooke, myself. And I just want to really emphasize that, we've been in business for a while, and that we've noticed the clients and the members who communicate the most and are engaged the most are the ones who usually get the best results. And that's because we can chime in and kind of coach you and help you throughout the 6 weeks. So again, I really just want to highly encourage that you guys stay connected with us. We're going to become friends over this time. And, it's great, especially because, we aren't able to go out and speak to too many people as much. So at least we can communicate with each other and really just have a companionship and help you grow. And in return, it helps us. It makes us happy. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. And just to touch on that, any of the workouts that we complete, if any of us coaches complete a workout, we'll give you a heads up on the Facebook group to give you the opportunity to meet us wherever we're at, again, practicing social distancing. So we'll always post like updates and events and things like that. So again, if you haven't joined the Facebook group already, please join the local Facebook group. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm super pumped, super excited to work with each one of you. And this is going to be an awesome journey, and proud of you for taking that step to either start your fitness journey or take the next level in your fitness journey, or just change things up in your fitness journey. So you will do what I was going to say the quote. I was going to save this for the end. I'm going to save it for the end. Okay, Vince, I got my quote. You want to break it down?
Let's do it. Let's bring it and break it down, family. So those of you who are members, you guys know how we do this. And new members, after every workout, we just kind of do a team huddle. It's going to be hard with me holding my phone, but I'll put it right here. And we just want you to clap it up with us real quick and bring it in. Break it down. Bring it in, break it down, bring it in, break it down. All right. I hope that was loud enough for you. And then we kind of huddle in our hands and we break it down on a nice quote. Heather, you got that quote for us?
I did. What I was going to say, one of my favorite quotes, and you've probably heard me say it before, your body achieves what your mind believes. Achieve it and you will believe it. You can do anything you put your mind to. So stay motivated, stay dedicated, and never give up. Ask for help and support when needed. FBBC Strong on 3?
Yes, right on my shirt.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, FBBC Strong. All right.
Awesome.
Excellent. You guys have a great day, everyone. Keep smiles on your faces, and we look forward to working with you.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.